unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Bingham. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards.
The end result, 21 yards.
Saints.
From the gun, Bingham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Bingham gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, New Orleans.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Bingham. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bingham. And his throw here is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bingham looking long for Thomas. And he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Bingham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. On 1st and 10, James. Open target from Darius Slayton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The stop by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McKinney. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, McKinney. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, McKinney. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Saints nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Bingham looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down. McKinney. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Off play action. McKinney rolling to his right. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw on third down. McKinney got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Already, he's topped 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McKinney. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, McKinney. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he says, we're walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, Bingham. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
Well, we always say get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Bingham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Bingham. What a spin. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
2 yards.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on second down. McKinney. That's complete to Slater. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, McKinney. What's that one incomplete there? Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McKinney. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McKinney. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Bingham. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Bingham. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
From the gun, Bingham. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. For the Vikings and Saints, you might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep him to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Complete.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Saints.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd and 2, Bingham. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Saints.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing on first down. Bingham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bingham. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Bingham. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds.
A 35-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Saints 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bingham. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Camara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Saints 16, Vikings 14. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. McKinney, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. Fumble return. And a Saint touchdown.
It's showtime, baby.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 23, Vikings 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now open down the middle of the field. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. first and 10. McKinney going right side. He finds Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. Throwing again. McKinney. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. McKinney going for Jeff. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, McKinney. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Saints 23, Vikings 21.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And the Saints first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. McKinney. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw on 3rd down. McKinney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, McKinney escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, McKinney. Slant pass to Bull. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, McKinney. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, McKinney. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, McKinney. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, McKinney. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Saints 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
First down.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Back to throw. They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win. Didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. McKinney. being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, McKinney. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. McKinney. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McKinney eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down. McKinney. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, McKinney. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
It's now second.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now That's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he lands it over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Cole. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner, Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.